Hi guys, it's Latoya here with Elevated Standards. Listen, I want to remind you to make sure you put your systems in place. You know, the way that you onboard clients, what the deliverables look like, and the way that you offboard them. Well, see, here's the thing. Each client will be different, and each task that they have you do may be different. But the way that your business does things should not be different, right? So the way that you onboard, you have a particular way that you onboard each and every client. The way that you do the work, if for each type of work that you do, you want to make sure that there's a system for every type of way that you need to do the work, right? And then when it's time to offboard, you want to make sure that the offboarding is the same. See, when you're consistent in that manner, that's what's going to pay off. We don't talk about the back end because that's not the pretty stuff. That's not the glamorous stuff. It's the process of doing things, making sure that nothing's falling through the crack. Because the last thing you want is for a client to have a bad experience. When a customer has a bad experience, they're more than likely to go and share with others their bad experience. When a client or a customer has a good experience, they seem to keep it to themselves, and when they have multiple positive experiences with you and your company, then they start to share. They start to tell other people about you because they know that you're consistent on what you do. Your product is coming out the same way. Your service is immaculate. They want to make sure that everything is okay before they tell others, because they're quick to warn people not to go to you, but they're slow to making sure that they share information about you. They want to make sure each interaction that they have with you is similar, so that they know when they refer you out to someone that that person they referred you to will have a similar experience, right? Because nobody wants to be embarrassed, right? No one wants to say, hey, go try out this place. You ever go to a restaurant and say, hey, listen, this restaurant is real good, and then your friend goes to that restaurant and they're like, ooh, I didn't like that. The service was not good. The food was not good. I had an experience recently with the chain restaurant and I was not pleased. Here's the thing. I typically do not go to this particular place because it's not convenient for me to go. It's not really what I eat anymore. It's a whole lot of things, but I wanted to treat myself. I got really excited about going to this place. And I said, oh, I'm going to go and I'm going to get this, that, and the third. I was excited. And I pulled up through the drive-thru, got my items, got home from after doing all my running around, and was like, I'm going to have this, right? Something I shouldn't have. But this, I'm going to have this. I'm treating myself today to this. And I sat there and I opened the bag up, and the food was not right. And when I say the food was not right, it was something in the food, right? And it was a whole lot of things happening. So that one piece that I wanted to eat, oh, I wanted to have that really badly. I wound up throwing away the whole order. So I wasted time, energy, and money. So I decided I'm not going to post it. I'm going to call the establishment and let them know what the problem was. Because even though I wasn't going back out to go get another order because I didn't want anything else from them, I wanted to let them know that there was a problem with their product. Called the first time, no answer. Called again, no answer. The third time I called, there was still no answer. And I was so upset with the fact that I not only did not get the item that I wanted the way that I wanted it, because there was something wrong with it, there was nobody to talk to about it. And that really saddened me, because the only way that I could get through to that company was to leave a review. And so I left a review with pictures and everything and did everything I, would do if there was a problem, there was a consistent problem. But a lot of people don't wait until there's a consistent problem. They had one issue and they wind up telling the world about the issue, right? And so when that happens, you have to work harder as a business owner, You have to work harder to gain that trust back of that client or that customer, right? You have to say, hey, I know that this was incorrect or this was wrong. These are the steps that we're going to take to make sure that it's better. But why have to go through that? Why not do things the same way every time? Because here's the thing. When I went and picked up the food, the customer service wasn't great, right? But I gotten accustomed to it not being great. So it wasn't something I was going to nitpick about. But once I called the third time and no one answered the phone, now I'm going to talk about the service. Now I want to talk about the food. I want to talk about everything now, because now I'm annoyed at the whole scenario because I couldn't reach someone. You don't know what that point is for your client or customer that's going to say, hey, I've had enough. And I'm going to tell the world that I had enough because you this, that, and the third. I gave you this amount of chances and you didn't even know it. You know, you don't know what it is. But when you are consistent and you say, hey, I'm going to do the same thing the same way every time. So when someone comes to you and they say, hey, this was this way in the third, you can say, yes, it was, or no, it wasn't. And here's what I'm going to do for it. Or these are the processes that we take. It's easier to make sure that things are right when you're doing things the right way all the time. And the right way looks different for everyone, right? So make sure that your systems are in place so that it's consistent. The service or the product that is coming out is consistent every single time. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you today. Until next time, I hope you have a great and amazing rest of your day. Bye now.